You know, I'm just working hard. I'm just working hard.
Well, you've had an amazing summer. You are just being a star right now. What does that feel like?
Oh, well, you know, the Men in Black was huge, and people really enjoyed it, and I had the music with it. You know, it just feels good to have everything come together like that.
There to help you. And everybody is so worried about the elite, and we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler, and we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools.
Do you remember when 360 children described ritual abuse through secret tunnels, and after everyone was acquitted, archaeologists found the tunnels? In 1983, children at McMartin Preschool in Manhattan Beach made allegations, not vague claims. 360 children, consistent descriptions, taken through underground passages to hidden rooms, photographed, rituals, multiple perpetrators, medical evidence, documented abuse, 7-year trial, longest in U.S. history, all defendants acquitted.
Hey family, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cutting Edge Fifth, and let's go down this rabbit hole in history just to show y'all a little bit of light on the subject, like the Epstein files, these rituals. These things has always been occurring, and it seems like nobody was doing nothing about it. People spoken out, but a lot of people has actually forgot the history, and this is not from too long ago. Let's look at the McMartin Preschool Case, satanic panic, and child sexual abuse allegations. Now, sensory is in full effect. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, just to shed light on the masses, refresh history. And this is from Crime Investigation article. Like I said, this was the longest trial, 7 years, and the most expensive trial on this incident right here. Now, like I said, the investigation and trials had taken 7 years and cost more than 15 million. It was and currently remains the longest and most expensive criminal trial in American history. Now, in the aftermath of the McMartin case, as we see today, these things are still occurring in multiple daycares. You heard Allie, who's mentioning Allie Carter in this previous video. You've seen the clips of her. She's been speaking about these tunnels and everything else going on. If you remember up in New York, in one of them temples out there with the Jays, they actually found hidden tunnels and underground things. So this is in alignment with what individuals are saying, who we are deeming conspiracy theorists. Maybe they have a mental disorder or something like that. People has labeled them. But in this case right here, this is factual evidence. And we actually, the longest reign in 7 years of trial. So let's go ahead and continue. In addition to the McMartin case, other preschool and daycare workers in the U.S. were accused of sexually abusing children in 1980s. Many of the allegations include charges of ritualization, abuse, and satanic practices. And I think some of them was near different cities, New York, North Carolina, which is close to me, and I have family in North Carolina, South Carolina. But as we can clearly see in the 80s, the McMartin Preschool case currently remains the longest and most expensive criminal trial in American history. 7 teachers at the preschool was accused of abusing hundreds of students, sometimes as a part of satanic rituals. Now, as I said before, the parents are also in on it, not as far as participating, but they was aware and they felt like their kids was actually abused. All of them was interviewed and things like that, and they remember the location of the tunnels, the same pretty much memory and description they gave the officers. But what happened in conclusion to this? Nothing. Share your thoughts. Let us know what you think. What should have happened? What would you do if you was one of the parents of these kids? I myself personally, being a father again, and I have a 3-year-old, if I understood or even felt like this happened, there's nothing on this earth that's going to stop me but God himself from finding the truth of this answer. Like I said, I don't call myself the voice for the voices for no reason. I don't commit violence. I don't seek violence, but we are obligated to do whatever we have to do to protect those who can't protect themselves. But let's go ahead. I want to hear from you. Let's go ahead and continue.
Media declared it satanic panic, proof children fabricate abuse through suggestion. Then archaeologist E. Gary Stickle excavated the demolished site. He found hand-dug tunnel systems beneath the preschool, entrance points where children described them, exit locations matching testimony. He published his findings, but McMartin remained the definitive false allegation case, which raises one question. If children fabricated the tunnels through suggestion, why did archaeologists find them exactly where children said they'd be?
The elites have a name for what is happening right now with the Epstein files, and it's called a revelation of the method. For decades, we were told the truth was a crazy conspiracy, but now, the system of control has dumped 3.5 million pages of evidence on us, not to set us free, but to show us that they are untouchable. This isn't just politics, but it's a part of their occult ritual.
If nothing happens over this Epstein stuff, you may as well give up on politics. If the fact that we now have confirmation that what the conspiracy theorists have been saying for years is true, that Pizzagate is real, and that there's no such thing as left and right, there's no such thing as a sovereign nation. There's just ultra-wealthy people exploiting the poor to the point where they can get little girls and do whatever they want to them on an island. And all the evidence of it can exist. And instead of there being any repercussion at all, it's going to be discussed a little bit by a few people on Twitter, and they're going to continue doing exactly as they did before.
And why show us this now? Because the system of control believes that if they show us the evil in plain sight and nothing happens, our spirits will break. This is an occult purpose, to gain our implied consent through our silence. By showing us the truth and then denying accountability, declaring this the final release while burying 2.5 million more pages, they are trying to normalize the horrific. They use the centralized network of DOJ officials and mainstream media to tell us that driver's license photos of victims being leaked is just a mistake, while they redact the faces of the powerful. They want us to believe that citizens protesting are a national security threat worthy of a subpoena, but millions of pages of elite trafficking don't allow for any prosecutions. We are the people, and we provide the physical, decentralized resilience they cannot simulate. They show you the truth to make you feel hopeless, but I show you the truth to make you dangerous. They have the secret societies, they own the media, and the entire government, but they don't have all our souls just yet. Stop waiting for the system to fix itself. It isn't broken, it is performing exactly as designed. Wake up, see the ritual, break the silence. We do not forgive, we do not forget.
Through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world. And people don't understand that, and they can't fathom that, and they can't put that together. But if you think about the things that have come out lately, and there's 200 children missing, and there's 300 children missing. What Amber Alert did you receive? How many times do you receive an Amber Alert every year?
Oh, they eat. That is not bullshit. It's true. It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh, and they drink human blood.
Because you spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
You know, I just pray to God. I'm just going to pray to God that he opens everybody's eyes in this country, and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of
So if all the men were to wake up and to put an end to the Super Bowl, if everybody would back out of sports, do you know what would happen? You would cripple the nation. If people knew that some of your sports games are CGI and video games, you'd cripple the nation. Men pay money. Men sit down in front of TV. There's Super Bowl games. You know, wives are making chicken wings and beer and just trying to give their men a good time. You know what I mean? Like, just to watch a sports game that's realistic and sometimes in their video game is way better. Why? Because sometimes the players are not on the field. It's fake. Sometimes they are on the field. You see them drop it like flies lately? Just drop it like flies all over. Soccer, football, wrestling, all over the place. They just drop it. You see the fake ambulances pulling up? There's a reason for that. There's another thing that happens, cloning in the players' playground. Some of them are not the players that you see. Some of them have on prosthetics. Some of them are, I'd say, creatures. They're hybrid. That does exist, where their DNA is taken, again, for cloning facilities, like hair shaved, teeth pulled out, DNA taken, things like that. So let's say they break their hand quickly. There's something that can be used with machines. So med beds. We all know about med beds, right? So there's a definition of med beds going on backwards right now. If somebody hurts themselves, they can get well like that in sports because it's a DNA thing. They take their DNA, they use that for cloning facilities, they bring them back, and they're back to playing. Even though they may be a shitty player, they need their face. So let's say some of them have one leg.
So these are real stadiums from around the world, from an aerial viewpoint. And you have to wonder, if signs and symbols rule the world, what type of symbols are these stadiums? Now, that almost looks like a reptile's eye. And we have, of course, the ancient symbolism of the all-seeing eye. And you got to wonder, because they say bread and circuses. If you want to stop the masses from revolting, you got to give them bread and circuses. So not only are they giving you bread and circuses in here, but also it's a massive, likely ritual football stadium. Now, my thing is this: while we have crazy things going on around the world, we have agendas afoot, we have all types of stuff going on, and people are spending their lives living vicariously through people they've never met. Throw balls around in the field. Look, I get it. You're going to roast me. You're going to say, no, man, I love my baseball. But when you are truly awake, you know what's going on in the world. You see how much of a distraction it is. It is out.
Because it comes out of my videos. That underground tunnel video that I just did is being edited right now. So here's the thing. We've had someone in our house. We're not stupid. And if we have cameras or mics or anything planned in the house, we're not stupid either. We've done that too. Just a normal day. But what I'm not going to do is I'll be damned if anybody gets to call me a liar and think that's going to be okay. Okay? Okay? All right? Now I'm going to let my mama start talking while I calm my ass down, and then I will get back to talking calmly. Ron Jeremy, Denzel Washington, Beyonce Knowles, Ellen DeGeneres, Whoopi Goldberg, Lady Gaga, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, Joan Rivers, Rob Saget. Do you want me to keep fucking going? Ask me. Everybody wonder why my smile is so deep. Everybody wonder why my eyes sparkle. Everybody always asks me, why are you smiling when you dance? Because you don't understand the live through. It's worth it to smile. And I'm still smiling, and I'm going to continue to smile. And majority of y'all who continue to ask me and going to tell me that I'm pointing fingers to kiss my natural black ass and miss me with that shit. Bye. Bye. And when it comes out, don't come running back. I shouldn't have to get this nitty gritty for people to wake the fuck up. I shouldn't have to say something like that for you to be like, oh shit, she's probably telling the truth. It is pathetic that people gotta go here. It's pathetic that it's gonna take somebody to say it was me for somebody to understand. It exists and it's real, and people don't want to face it. It happens in your schools every day, as your grave diggers, your trash men. Everybody is involved.
What if this is really how it looks? What if everything we've ever been told was a lie? I know, crazy, right? But just listen.
In the beginning, God created the heavens, the heavens, the heavens, and the earth, the earth, the earth.
And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And God called the firmament heaven. And God called the firmament.
Every scar you wear tells a story worth pride of the nights you survived with the pain locked inside, of the mornings you rose when you wanted to quit, of the days you were drowning but refused to submit. You ain't weak cause you feel, you ain't lost cause you've been. Your flame still burning through the coldest wind. And this song's for the hearts that been searching for peace, for the souls holding on when the hurt won't cease. Yeah, you made it through things nobody believed. You carried the weight while still learning to breathe. And now it's your time to believe in you too. You're the reason this light still shines through.